Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mercury, which on Feb 1st will transit the sign of Capricorn, and from Feb 1st till Feb 19th, it's going to be strengthened over there. So guys, definitely this transit will become very important for you if you are chiefly operating in the fields connected with Mercury, like you're working as a mathematics teacher, anything to do with the languages, with the travel business, communication, performing arts, banking, finance, you are a trader. So definitely all these people will get benefited because Capricorn in itself is a sign of a very strengthened positioning in the society, something to do with taking some very substantial decision which is going to have a straight impact in your career. And guys, during this time, Mercury is not going to be transiting and staying alone over there. It is going to be very well supported by other strengthened planets over there, like on Feb 5th. Although Mars do not get along well with Mercury, but the environment of the sign is going to be very potent. So Mars is going to be transiting over there. Sun is already transiting in the Capricorn. Venus around the Feb 9th, Venus will also enter the sign of Capricorn. So in a way, it is going to be a very good indication for so many people. Now definitely if you are working in the fields connected with Mercury, Mercury right now is active in your Pratentar Dasha, in your Antar Dasha, Mercury, or I would say that you are a Capricorn lagna person. So then in all these cases, this transit will hold a key to give you good results. Guys, you would not believe, I recently joined one more course in Bharati Vidya Bhavan. I will not reveal the field or the course which I have joined, but even today the teacher, like when it came down to the introduction part, he gave details about his date of birth. That came out to be number 5, and he was a very eloquent speaker. And like I still remember the way a lot many people say that whenever Mercury turns retrograde, it do not impact us that much. There is a very well-known mathologist in India, and I still remember when I was following him on different social media handles, and there was a phase in his life when he was like getting to too much entanglement and rants with the trollers. And I have noticed this trend that whenever Mercury is turning retrograde, close to that day only, there is something about him which is going to get triggered. So definitely Mercury is a very important planet. So yes guys, that was a little bit about Mercury's positioning in the Capricorn. Now we will shift our discussion to the all the rising signs. So guys, starting first with the Aries lagna natives. Definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 3rd house and your 6th house. So in a way, Mercury is not a very favorable planet for you, but just because in this whole alignment where your 5th house lord is strengthened in the 10th house, your ascendant lord very soon is going to get exalted as well. And Mercury is a very impressionable planet. So in a way, definitely it's going to be time when you will be able to take some very important decision. Let's say for example, you are out of job, out of work for a long span of time. During this time, you might remain lucky in grabbing your dream job. And along with that, for any of the concerns of performing good in any competitive situation, getting the relevant support from the people. And if you are in that situation where you have to come across, your stance has to be very confident, very empowering. So regarding all that front, this is going to be a very supportive transit. Very I would say that you will be able to take some very important decision which is going to have a straight impact in your reputation, in your career success as well. So overall, it's a good transit for the Aries lagna natives. It hardly matters whether you are a performing artist, you are a dancer, you are a writer, you are a graphic designer. It's a good transit for the Aries lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury becomes a very important planet, having a rulership over the 5th house and the 2nd house, and in the transit, it is going to enter your 9th house. So luck will definitely support you. If in your line of work, something to do with writing, authorship, publishing, teaching, training, travel, if that is an integral part of your line of work, this is going to be a very good transit. Along with that, generally it is a kind of a transit where travels, specifically business, finances or work related travel, will prove to be very profitable. Along with that, a lot many people will also feel very honored because of the success or something good done by their children as well. So in whichever capacity guys, like whether you are a student or anything to do with the travels or important business decision, being well guided by teachers, trainers, mentors, it is going to be a very favorable positive transit for the Taurus Lagna natives. Like rather guys, I would say this thing that definitely your ascendant lord very soon is going to be coming out of the 8th house, but with this much strengthened 9th house, your Karaka planet being strengthened in the 10th house, like you are in a stage where you should take the chance and luck will definitely support you. And some sort of clarity, like let's say for example, in past dealings, money got struck, you want some clarity over there. So in overall guys, overall way, because 5th house also tells about your intellect as well. So you'll be able to take some good decision, get right set of guidance, and even able to give right advice to other people as well. So it's a favorable transit. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna, definitely guys, in your case, it is the transit of your ascendant lord. So that means your ascendant and the 4th house lord is going to go transit in the 8th house. So definitely guys, first of all, understand this whole symmetry that ascendant lord always has good things in store. Second thing is that Mercury is going in the house of its good friend, sign of its good friend, and Saturn has got a rulership over the 8th house, but the Mool Trikona sign falls in the 9th house, auspicious trine house, and Saturn is transiting over there. So definitely, as much as this could be little bit vulnerable in the matters of your health, but I would say this thing that in all other avenues, this is going to be a profitable transit, where we talk about if you're working as a researcher, explorer, you are working in the fields of occult, or you are for long have been awaiting to get any clarity on the any of the inheritance related concerns, royalty related concern. So I would say that this is going to be a very a time period of giving you clarity. And definitely if your area of interest coincides with the attributes of the 8th house, it is going to be very supportive time for you, because it's not only your ascendant lord is going there with so much of the planetary energy passing from your 8th house, and the lord of that house strengthened in the 9th house, it is definitely making a very good yoga. Like I would say this thing that any of the risk, any of the chances taken by you in a very unusual way might land you at the right places. But again guys, pertaining to the matters of your health, you have to be a little bit careful, and definitely family life might be little bit stressful or a matter of concern for lot many Gemini Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 12th house and the 3rd house, and in the transit it is going to go to your 7th house. So guys, again in your case, this could be a profitable time when we talk about that something to do with the public speaking, public performance, or if you are heavily invested in the public domain, this could be a profitable time for you. And also guys, you will also come across as someone who's very competitive. But guys, the only concern over here is that because as you can see that Sun is also transiting in your 7th house, which is your 2nd house lord as well. So when we talk about in the original Kalpurush Kundli, Sun somehow gets weak over here. And in your case, see, Aries, Scorpio, and the Cancer are not a favorable rising signs for the Mercury, because it has also got a rulership over your 12th house as well. So a lot many times it happens that suddenly some sort of clash happened with your partner, and everyone is taking things to their ego, matter of their pride, only because acting on the gossips, impulses, or hidden aspect where you do not have much of the clarity. Now this thing is getting applicable equally whether in your business partnership setting or whether with your in your matrimonial bond with your partner as well. So my recommendation is that do not rely and act on the not confirmed sources while dealing with your business partners or while dealing with your spouse. Unless and until you're not very sure, all the facts, information is not clear in front of you in your head, do not get into any state confrontation. And And also I would say this thing, that if you are trying to initiate something in partnership, in some sort of alliance, so that sort of concern will always remain, because your 7th house lord right now is transiting in the 8th house. So I would say that in the matters of the joint resources, partnership with your partner, you have to be very careful. Very soon Mars is going to be transiting in your 7th house as well. So that means power is more concentrated opposite to you. Power is more in the hands of your open enemies, your partner, or this could be the public. So I would say that tread very smoothly in the matters of your 7th house. But one thing is for sure, guys, that when it comes down to coming across very competitive or standing a chance for being considered for any important position or role. So here I'm not only talking about from Mercury's point of view, because 10th house lord Yogaraka Mars is also going to get exalted very soon in the 7th house. So for the enhancement of reputation, it is good. For coming across very competitive, very driven, it's a good indication. In the matters of partnership with your spouse, be careful. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, definitely Mercury has got a rulership over your 11th house and the 2nd house, and in the transit it is going to enter your 6th house. So definitely guys, because Mercury is like a treasurer for you guys, having a say over all matters of your finances, income, side income, supplementary income, references, support. So Mercury going in the 6th house could be beneficial if your line of work is connected with dealing with pets, or health, fitness, nutrition, arbitration. This could be a beneficial time for those people. But generally guys, whenever a planet is transiting from the 6th house, it is recommended that whatever money you have in your pocket, it is much better to work in any of your aspiration, business, spending, dealings with whatever money you have with you in your possession. But taking too much risk, relying on other people's support, other people's money, taking money on credit, then putting it in the business, in the ventures. So if that much exchange of money is involved with different people, I would warn against it. Apart from that guys, definitely in your daily line of work, I would say that it is going to be a good time to kind of get that perfection in your skill, in your line of work, mend your terms with your subordinates. And lastly guys, something to do with the because it is transiting from the 6th house, so all those people who are have to write any competitive exam, or something to do with where there's too much of the heavy negotiation is involved, heavy bargaining, negotiation is involved. Over there you might be able to do very good, or you might be able to claim very good deal for yourself. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your ascendant and the 10th house, and transiting in your 5th house. That in itself tells about that for the next 2 weeks your whole focus is going to be in the matters of the 5th house. And because 5th house also tells about your intellectual capabilities, and over here you will find the Capricorn sign. So that in itself means that during this time you will be very much driven towards your career related goals. So working out with complete focus towards your goals, trying to do something very unique and capable of taking some very strong and important lifetime decision, which is going to have a straight impact in your personal life, in your professional life, in your public image and identity and all. So regarding all that front, it is going to be a very favorable transit. Again guys, it's not only that Mercury, your ascendant lord, is going to be transiting from this house, but with so much of the concentration of planets, I would say this thing that Sun being over here, very soon Mars will enter here, Venus will enter here. So overall it's a good time. Whether in your profession, in your line of work, you have to deal with children, something to do with the artistic creative work where you have to give advice to people and all, because 5th house lord is also strengthened in the 6th house, so which will also support you in any of the competitive sphere as well. So overall it's a healthy, positive transit for the Virgo Lagna natives. The only concern is that your 10th house lord has gone 8th from its original placement. So I would say this thing that this is also empowering you. If you're thinking about some changes in your line of work, you are in a crossroad where you are experimenting with different avenues in your professional sphere. So this transit of Mercury will support you over there as well. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, my favorite Lagna. So guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 12th house and the 9th house. And now it is going to transit to your 4th house. So yes guys, because Mercury beyond doubt, it has got a rulership over one of the fortunate house, ninth house. It is a favorable planet for you, but just because it carries the energy of the house of expenses as well, so suddenly there might be some sort of expenses which will suddenly get triggered up, connected to your family, connected to your domestic life as well. But the good part is that because Mercury is getting strengthened over there, so it's not like something where you are gonna end up losing something. It will definitely give more strong foundation structure to your domestic life. So regarding that front, it is a good transit. Second thing is that for all those people, like I would say guys, because if in your line of work, any of the changes around your residing place, if you are awaiting for that, like signing a new lease, moving into a new place, or like shifting from one branch to another branch in your professional sphere, so those changes, experiments, transfers will prove to be very fortune awakening, but they will definitely cause lot of inconvenience as well. So be ready for that. And definitely if you are operating in the domain of like interior decor, you're working as an architect, you are like connected with politics, I would say public service and all, real estate, construction, so it is a healthy supportive transit of Mercury over here. Now guys, when we talk about for the Scorpio lagna natives, definitely Mercury is not a very favorable planet for you, and it is going to go transit to your third house. So guys, because Mercury is going to carry the energy of the 8th house and the 11th house. So 11th house is also the house of your friends, third house is also the house of our social dealings and interaction as well. So try to keep your communication very transparent, because these are among those circumstances where, driven by any sudden rush or being provoked or instigated by people, we generally end up taking steps which embroiled us in controversy. And also guys, during this time there will be those energy of people, you know, trying to plot things behind your back and all, so be very cautious and careful over there. Again guys, your lagna is Scorpio, which has got everything to do with, you know how to deal with any challenges, you know how to be consciously and intuitively aware about whatsoever is happening behind the scene. So I'm very much sure that you will be able to sense and you will be able to fight back with your complete prowess. So I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. And definitely guys, people who are connected with journalism, writing, travel and tour business, commissioning work and all, so all those people will definitely get benefited. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 7th house and the 10th house, and it is going to go to your second house. So guys, definitely as much as this transit is good and supportive for your family life, taking important financial decision in your professional sphere, but when we talk about your relationship with your partner, or this could be for all the business personnel and all, they have to remain a little bit cautious and careful. So from the 10th house lord is going 5th place from it. So that in itself means that with your right set of discriminatory intelligence, you will be able to take some important steps, important decision, implementation, execution of your professional duties and responsibilities. But because 7th house lord, the same planet, is going 8th from it, so this is going to be a time where a lot many people get into tug of war in their personal life. Like especially this is getting more applicable in the joint families, where you know, you are getting embroiled between your own family, with your partner, with your spouse and all. So over there could be a little bit concern. But definitely guys, all those people who are like because any planet which goes from the second house, and if your income is connected with that planet actually adds a lot of value in that transit. So I mean to say, if you are a language expert, you are a mathematics teacher, mathematics expert, anything to do with the like you know, performing arts, doing mimicry, finance, trading and all, so those people can actually get benefited. Now guys, when we talk about for the Capricorn lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 6th house and the 9th house, and in the transit it is going to go to your 1st house. So beyond doubt guys, a very favorable time. That means that you will be able to exert yourself with the best of your capabilities. If in your line of work public speaking is getting applicable, it is going to be a very good time. Like the house lord of luck is shining right over there in your 1st house. That in itself means that you know how to multitask, how to manage different situation, different people. And if public speaking, taking important business decision, or you're already heading some important projects. You're the face of any brand or something, any important projects and all. So you'll be able to take some very important decision. Again guys, in your case, Mercury has also got a rulership over your 6th house as well, which is the house of competition. So that in itself means that this could be said that because of your discriminatory intelligence, or this could be said that with the due support of the luck, you'll be able to win over any competition as well, or you'll be able to sense or foresee any of the upcoming threat or challenges as well. So overall guys, it's a very supportive transit of Mercury for the Capricorn lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 8th house and the 5th house, and in the transit it is going to go to your 12th house. So again guys, the transit of Mercury to the 12th house can only help all those people who are always working behind the scene, like you are responsible for running the show, like this could be operations part, this could be backstage performances, backstage preparation and all, something to do with the secretive covert activities, import export related tasks and activities. Those people can still get benefited, but again guys, vulnerability will still remain. So I would say this thing that during this time you have to refrain from taking any important decision, like specifically because 5th house is also involved and Saturn is transiting in your 1st house. So that in itself means that the planet of justice is there in your 1st house. It is not going to overlook any of the flaws or frivolous acts and actions done by you. So I would say this thing that if you are invested in stock market trading, or during this time you have to sign any new deal, get into any new agreement and all, so it will be much better to wait for Mercury to cross from the 12th house. And also guys, during this time we generally say this thing because Mercury also carries the 8th house rulership as well. So even if some travel is going to happen, it will not be that comfortable. So it will be much better to do your research, your homework, plan your bags accordingly, because lot many people get into inconvenience in the travels whenever planets are transiting like this, because it's not only Mercury, very soon the whole horde of planets is going to get concentrated in the 12th house. But a good time for all those people who are professionally engaged in the matters of the 12th house. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, Mercury, which has got a rulership over your 4th house and the 7th house, it is going to transit to your 11th house. So that in itself means that for all those people, I would say that who are single, who are on a lookout for arranged marriage related concerns and all, this is going to be a very harmonious time for them. Jupiter is already, your ascendant lord is, it's already hard bent on expanding your life, expanding your family, being transiting in your 2nd house. And overall guys, specifically for any of the important commercial decision, getting into new tie-ups, new agreement, new alliances, and being able to multitask, stay very opportunistic in the face of any opportunity, run into new like-minded people, become a part of some new important elite clubs and memberships and all. So overall, it's a favorable time. Important thing is that for any of your aspiration connected with the 7th house, which is marriage, business, 4th house, which is family, public service, friends and connections will play a very important role during this time. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.